Everywhere you look, prices are climbing. Your morning coffee, groceries, gas. It's like a never-ending game of catch-up. And while everything costs more, our paychecks seem stuck in place. This financial squeeze isn't just about dollars and cents. It's taking a toll on our mental health. The constant pressure can lead to anxiety and stress, making it hard to focus on anything else. But there are ways to cope. Budgeting, seeking support, and prioritizing self-care can help you regain control. Remember, you're not alone in this struggle. Let's talk about something that's hitting all of us right in the wallet: the rising cost of living. It's hard to ignore how inflation has crept into our everyday lives, affecting everything from grocery bills to gas prices. Just think about it. When was the last time you filled up your tank without wincing at the total? Let's break it down. In 2000, the average price of a gallon of gas was around $1.51. Fast forward to 2025, and we're looking at prices that can easily exceed $4. That's a staggering increase, and it doesn't stop there. Grocery bills have skyrocketed too. A loaf of bread that used to cost about $1 is now pushing $3 or more. And don't even get me started on eggs. Electricity costs have also surged. In 2000, the average monthly bill was about $75. Today, many of us are seeing bills that are double that amount. And healthcare premiums? They've become a significant burden. In 2000, the average annual premium for employer-sponsored health insurance was around $5,500. Now, it's over $22,000. That's a massive jump, and it's leaving many families struggling to keep up. Now, you might be wondering, what about wage growth? Well, here's the kicker. Wages just aren't keeping pace with inflation. In 2000, the median household income was about $42,000. Fast forward to 2025, and it's only around $70,000. Sure, that sounds like a decent increase, but when you factor in the rising costs of living, it's clear that many people are feeling the squeeze. Let's take a moment to visualize this. Imagine a side-by-side comparison of receipts from 2000 and 2025. On one side, you see a grocery receipt with items like milk, bread, and eggs totaling around $20. On the other side, the same items now cost nearly $50. It's a stark reminder of how much our purchasing power has diminished. This isn't just about numbers. It's about real lives and real struggles. Families are having to make tough choices, whether to fill the fridge or pay the electric bill. It's a reality check that we can't ignore. As we navigate these rising costs, it's essential to stay informed and advocate for changes that can help ease this burden. The reality is, we all deserve a fair shot at a comfortable life, and it's time we address these challenges head-on. Financial stress is a heavy burden that many of us carry, often without realizing just how deeply it affects us. Constant pressure to make ends meet can trigger anxiety and even lead to depression. When you're in survival mode, your brain shifts into this short-term thinking. You're not thinking about the future, you're just trying to get through today. It's like being on a hamster wheel, running fast, but getting nowhere. I remember a time when I was juggling multiple jobs just to pay the bills. It felt like I was working harder than ever, yet every paycheck seemed to vanish before I could even catch my breath. That emotional exhaustion is real. You wake up tired, go to work, and come home only to collapse, feeling like you've accomplished nothing. It's a cycle that can drain your spirit. Research shows that financial stress is linked to sleep problems. You lie awake at night, your mind racing with worries about bills, rent, and unexpected expenses. It's no wonder that irritability creeps in. You snap at loved ones over small things, and relationships start to strain under the weight of financial worries. You're not just fighting with your partner about chores. It's about the underlying stress of not knowing if you can afford groceries next week. And then there are the stories of so many Americans, each with their own struggles. I've met people working 2 or 3 jobs, sacrificing their health and happiness just to stay afloat. They're exhausted, yet they keep pushing through, hoping for a break that often feels just out of reach. It's heartbreaking to see how financial stress can chip away at our mental health, leaving us feeling isolated and overwhelmed. The emotional toll of financial strain isn't just about the money. It's about how it seeps into every aspect of our lives. It affects our mood, our relationships, and even our physical health. We need to talk about this more openly, to recognize that it's okay to feel this way. We're not alone in this struggle, And acknowledging the emotional impact of financial stress is the first step toward finding a way out. You know, there's a hidden tax that no one really talks about, and it's the tax on being poor. It's not just about not having enough money. It's about how much more you end up paying for everything. Let's break it down. When you're struggling financially, you often have to rely on credit. But that means higher interest rates. A credit card can feel like a lifeline, but it can quickly turn into a noose. The interest can trap you in a cycle of debt that feels impossible to escape. You might think, I'll just pay it off next month. But then life happens. Unexpected expenses pop up, and suddenly you're stuck paying even more. Then there are the fees. Overdraft fees, late payment fees, and the list goes on. It's like being penalized for being in a tough spot. Every time you turn around, there's another charge that chips away at what little you have. It's frustrating and disheartening. You're trying to get ahead, but it feels like the system is rigged against you. Transportation is another hidden cost. If you can't afford a reliable car, you're stuck relying on public transit, which can be unreliable and time-consuming. Or maybe you have to pay for rideshare services just to get to work on time. That adds up quickly. And let's not forget about rent. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, you often have to settle for places that are more expensive per square foot because they're in areas where you can find work. It's a vicious cycle. All of this financial stress doesn't just affect your wallet. It impacts your long-term planning. How can you think about retirement savings when you're just trying to make it to the end of the month? Education for your kids? That feels like a dream that's just out of reach. You want to give them a better life, but how can you when you're constantly worried about your own financial stability? And let's talk about the emotional toll. The anxiety of never feeling secure can be overwhelming. It's like carrying a weight on your shoulders that never goes away. You can't focus on your goals when you're consumed by worry. It's exhausting. You start to feel like you're in survival mode, and that's no way to live. This cycle of debt and financial stress isn't just about numbers. It's about people's lives. It's about dreams deferred and opportunities missed. It's time we start talking about these hidden costs and the real impact they have on our lives. Because until we do, the cycle will just keep spinning, trapping more and more people in its grip. Financial worry can easily spiral into obsession. I've been there, constantly checking my bank account, scrolling through bad news, feeling trapped. But here's the truth. I can only control my actions, not the economy. Instead of doom scrolling, I focus on what I can change, like budgeting or finding new income streams. And even when money is tight, I practice daily gratitude. I remind myself of the things I have, not just what I lack. Shifting my mindset has been a game changer, helping me break free from that mental spiral. It's about progress, not perfection. In high inflation times, managing your money effectively is more crucial than ever. Let's dive into a practical approach that can help you stay afloat: zero-based budgeting. This method is simple yet powerful. Instead of just tracking your income and expenses, you allocate every single dollar you earn to specific categories, whether it's bills, savings, or even fun money. At the end of the month, your budget should equal zero. This forces you to be intentional with your spending and helps you identify where your money is really going. Awareness is key. Tracking every dollar may sound tedious, but it's a game changer. Use apps or even a simple spreadsheet to log your expenses. When you see where your money is leaking, like that coffee shop you visit daily or those takeout meals, you can make informed decisions. It's about taking control, not just letting your money slip through your fingers. Now, let's talk about cutting those silent expenses. These are the sneaky subscriptions and memberships that you forget about. You know, the gym membership you haven't used in months, or that streaming service you signed up for but never watch. Go through your bank statements and cancel anything that doesn't serve you. You'll be surprised how much you can save just by trimming the fat. Next up, negotiating your bills. Yes, it really works. Don't be afraid to call your internet provider or insurance company and ask for a better rate. You'd be amazed at how often they'll offer discounts or promotions just to keep you as a customer. Even with medical debt, there are options to negotiate. Many providers are willing to work with you on payment plans or discounts if you ask. And let's not forget about side hustles. In today's gig economy, there are plenty of remote opportunities that can actually pay well. Whether it's freelance writing, graphic design, or virtual assistants, there's something out there for everyone. Find what aligns with your skills and interests and dedicate a few hours a week to it. The extra income can make a significant difference, especially during tough economic times. In summary, by adopting a zero-based budgeting approach, tracking every dollar, cutting silent expenses, negotiating bills, and exploring side hustles, you can take charge of your finances even in high inflation times. It's all about being proactive and making your money work for you. Talking about money struggles can feel like navigating a minefield. We often carry this heavy burden of shame, thinking we're the only ones facing financial difficulties. But the truth is, money struggles are more common than we realize. It's time we break that silence and start having open conversations about our financial challenges. Community resources are a lifeline for many. Food banks, for instance, provide essential support to those in need. They're not just places to grab a meal. They're community hubs where people can connect and share their experiences. Local aid programs offer assistance that can help bridge the gap during tough times. Whether it's help with rent, utilities, or even childcare, these resources are designed to lift us up, not to shame us. Then there's nonprofit credit counseling. This is a game changer for anyone feeling overwhelmed by debt. These organizations provide guidance on budgeting, managing debt, and improving credit scores. They empower individuals with the knowledge and tools to take control of their finances. It's about creating a plan and finding a path forward, not about judgment. Online communities and social media support groups have also emerged as powerful platforms for sharing budget tips and financial advice. These spaces allow us to connect with others who are going through similar struggles. We can swap stories, share resources, and offer encouragement. It's a reminder that we're not alone in this journey. The more we talk about our experiences, the more we can learn from each other. And let's not overlook the rise of financial therapy as a profession in America. This innovative field combines financial planning with emotional support. Financial therapists help individuals understand the psychological aspects of money management. They guide us in addressing our money beliefs and behaviors, helping us to build healthier relationships with our finances. It's a holistic approach that recognizes that our financial struggles are often tied to deeper emotional issues. By discussing our money struggles openly, we not only help ourselves, but also create a culture of understanding and support. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to seek resources. We're all in this together, and by sharing our stories, we can inspire others to take action and seek the help they need. Let's continue to foster these conversations, support one another, and break the stigma surrounding financial struggles. Together, we can build a community that thrives on openness and resilience. Building long-term resilience is essential, and it starts with something as simple as an emergency fund. You might think, I can't save much, but even setting aside just $5 a week can make a difference. That's just a couple of coffees or a fast food meal. Over time, those small contributions add up, creating a safety net that can help you weather unexpected expenses, like a car repair or a medical bill. Now, let's talk about upskilling. The job market is constantly evolving, and to stay competitive, we need to adapt. Whether it's taking an online course, attending workshops, or even just picking up a new skill through self-study, investing in yourself can lead to better-paying job opportunities. Think about it. The more skills you have, the more valuable you become. And in a changing economy, that's your ticket to financial stability. Investing is another crucial piece of the puzzle. You don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. In fact, putting away small amounts consistently can yield significant returns over time. Low-cost index funds are a great option for beginners. They allow you to invest in a diverse range of stocks without breaking the bank. The key is consistency. Set up automatic contributions and watch your money grow. And let's not forget about the next generation. Teaching kids about money early is vital to breaking the cycle of financial struggle. Start with the basics: saving, spending wisely, and the value of hard work. Use real-life examples, like saving for a toy or a game, to make it relatable. When kids understand money management from a young age, they're more likely to make informed financial decisions as adults. So, whether it's building that emergency fund, upskilling for better job prospects, investing wisely, or teaching our kids about money, each step we take contributes to our long-term resilience. It's about creating a solid foundation for ourselves and future generations. The journey may seem daunting, but every small step counts. Let's embrace these strategies and build a more secure financial future together. The cost of living is rising, and I know it can feel overwhelming. It's like a weight on your shoulders, making every decision feel heavier. But let's take a moment to breathe and shift our perspective. You're not powerless in this situation. In fact, you have more control than you might realize. Start by focusing on one small change. It could be as simple as adjusting your grocery list. Instead of buying pre-packaged meals, try planning your meals for the week. Cooking at home not only saves money, but can also be a fun activity to share with family or friends. You might even discover new recipes that become family favorites. Next, consider your community. There's strength in numbers. Look for local farmers markets or community gardens. Not only can you find fresh produce at lower prices, but you also support local farmers and create connections with your neighbors. It's a win-win situation. Plus, you might find that sharing resources or even swapping goods can help everyone save a little more. Let's talk about mindset. It's easy to feel defeated when you're bombarded with news about rising prices and economic challenges. But shifting your focus to gratitude can make a significant difference. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you have, rather than what you lack. This simple practice can help you feel more grounded and less anxious. And don't forget about the power of budgeting. It may sound tedious, but tracking your expenses can illuminate areas where you can cut back. You might be surprised at how much you can save by simply being aware of your spending habits. There are plenty of apps and tools available that can make this process easier and even a bit fun. If you're feeling isolated, reach out. Talk to friends, family, or even neighbors about what you're going through. You'll likely find that many people are in the same boat. Sharing experiences can lead to new ideas and solutions. Plus, it's a reminder that you're not alone in this journey. Remember, change doesn't have to be drastic. It's about taking small, manageable steps. Maybe it's starting a garden, even if it's just a few pots on your balcony. Or perhaps it's committing to one night a week where you cook a meal from scratch. Each small step builds momentum, and before you know it, you'll find yourself in a more stable place. So, take a deep breath. Embrace the challenges, but don't let them define you. With the right mindset, practical strategies, and a supportive community, you can navigate this landscape and come out stronger on the other side. You've got this.